happens.
So that's a mother and baby visit, but you know the family visits.
So it all
So you
started
couldn't have
then.
two.
Why was that?
Then we're about to go back to this
So everything has to be Everyone tars all female prisoners with the same brush. It's like you're a bad mum and you're not interested, you don't give a shit about your kids. If you didn't give a shit about your kids, you wouldn't have committed a crime.
So I got arrested at the hospital, taken to CID.
I think I went into a state of shock because when I think back to it, it's quite weird to think back to it. It's like I was floating. It's like I was watching someone else go through it.
They took me to the town station, which is just a little police station, to strip search me, found heroin in my bra.
I think it was about 9 o'clock in the morning. I was in bed, so my daughter has answered the door, and I came downstairs, and it was through CID.
I knew it was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen in front of my daughter.
And I couldn't explain to my kids, so they was panicking and crying.
I was literally there 20 minutes. They bailed me.
I'm a very anxious person, I just was on my own.
My daughter was told that she wouldn't be separated from me. Well, we just didn't really know what was going on. We thought that she could go with my mum. There wasn't like a social worker there or anything.
They contacted my mum, who had my children, and said, we've got to come, you need to get the kids out of school, we've got to see the kids are safe.
You feel detached from everything. It's happening, you're in shock, it doesn't feel real, it's like surreal.
My mum couldn't get hold of me, so my mum thought something could happen to me. She thought I was dead. She thought those police had come to the house to tell her I was dead.
And I remember going to the interview room, and I had to have a mental health person present.
Like, I was saying to myself the other night, I was just thinking, you know, 1 minute you can have everything, and then within a second it can all be just gone, just like that.
I think understanding for me when I was waiting to be sentenced, no one explained to me what sentencing meant.
They front paged us and then put us on BBC News, and it's like, my kids still got to live in that area. I'm away from all that. I can't hear what's going on, but my children can. My children got to walk the streets, my children got to go to school, my children still got to live. Like, they don't think of none of that, what my children are going to go through, because it wasn't only me that got punished, they're getting punished in school.
It's scary. I think you've got so much emotions going through your mind. Even when they're all talking, after things, I just did not know what they were saying.
You're walking into court and you've got the media taking photos of you, you don't even know they're taking them, and then you're in the paper the next day. Even my mother, who never got convicted of the crime, was in the newspaper. I think is wrong.
And it's like a ripple effect.
Yeah.
It don't just affect you, it affects everybody so far along.
I knew the day I was going to court, I knew that I was going to get 7 years.
And then they just got us in cuffs, and like all the family was screaming in the back by the glass, and I couldn't even bring myself to look.
My 16-year-old daughter was in court as well, and she came running to the box where I was and was trying to get her hand through the little gap. They wouldn't let me touch her, wouldn't let me say goodbye.
I've never been so disabled in my life.
I think that's what makes it the hardest week, to not communicating with your kids and your family to let them know you're safe.
I didn't come out myself for nearly a month, 4 weeks of being here first, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All I done was sort my heart out. I lost weight.
First night,
definitely.
I think we were scared. We didn't know what was going on. We weren't explained anything.
Really shocked me. It's how this is my crime. What's happened to me has just impacted my friends and family.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
I think it's affected my older children more than my youngest ones, because they're not used to being without their mothers. I've constantly been there. Like, I don't go out. My life consists of my children. As much as you're getting punished, your kids are getting punished as well. So there is not a lot of support, because we're just ripped away from each other and they got nothing.
Every visit I get excited as anything. The day of the visit I'll leave, I'll be in tears.
My kids saying to me now, don't cry, Mum, don't cry. I do phone home. My kids are like, Mum, are you okay? Are you sure you're not getting bullied if I'm crying and things? On my older one, he always asks me the same question. Are you sure no one started on you? And that's how they think prison is.
They went to permanently sever contact. So from having her in my care for 11 years, they wouldn't let me phone her. When I first come in here, they wouldn't let me phone her. They wouldn't let me see her. We want them to stay on track. We want to be able to support them. So I think it's definitely a greater benefit for the kids to have contact with us than not.
I got social workers involved with my son, and he's only like 1 year and 7 months old, but he does live with my sister. I mean, I get to see him once a month. My next visit with him will be next month. Like, you don't really get to speak for yourself. It's like other people have to speak for you.
I can't stand any more rejections, or I just haven't been brave enough to be just rejected and pushed away even more, you know. I haven't got a voice, really. So.
And like you dread, like who's going to be there on a visit when you're over in 6 anyway, you think who's going to be there on the day my kids come and visit. Do you feel like that? Because I do.
Pact visit, it's in the mornings, Monday to Friday, and you can get up, play with your children, you've got art and craft that you can do with them. I think it's helped me bond better with my children. I wouldn't see my kids if I didn't have Pact.
My hopes and dreams are to get out of here.
And I'm doing a diploma now in beauty therapist. When I do get out, that I'm going to better myself for my children, and to prove to my children I can't, like, I'm not going to be coming back in where I am now.
Probably try and make every opportunity educational. We start afresh.
So,
Build a relationship with your kids and just back to normality, really.
To stay healthy and to not be a letdown anymore. To be something for my kids to be proud of, and my family, and achieve at least something.
I'm just gonna find it really hard to go back out there because I'm scared. And sometimes I feel like I don't know how I'm gonna do it because I'm on my own. I won't have no one. And I just want to try and do my best because I don't want my son to like hate me and think that I never tried my hardest to get him back.
To go out and be a mum again. I know I won't have my kids
Start fresh.
but to stay clean off drugs and live my life, just be happy.
Mums, sisters, daughters and family members. They're people with lives and a future ahead of them. They're dealing with a range of complex issues such as drugs, mental health issues, self-harm. Many of the women have suffered sexual abuse, domestic violence, and their mums who are at risk of losing their children. We as professionals need to be supporting these women on all aspects of their lives to give them the best hope of a new start. We provide one-to-one support, casework, relationship and parenting programs. We work with external agencies such as probation, social services and housing, and together we can really make a difference. Through working together with the prison and in the community, we can give these women a much better chance of rehabilitation and a brighter future. At Pact, we believe in the value of every human being. By working together, we can support these women to truly make a fresh start.